I'm vengeance.
Alright, I'm Vengeance. I'm back, guys. AW in the house. How are you guys doing? Good? I hope good, guys. I mean, it's Christmas. So AWO. Hey, Boomer. Boomery. Sorry. I am. Blind is coming on. Wants to talk about this. So he'll be on Blind. No, I don't expect a lot of viewers tonight. Not my usual. Because it is Christmas still. But I put the stream off for a day. Yesterday I was kind of busy. I should have done this yesterday, but but as I said, I was kind of busy, and yesterday I was kind of not feeling it either. I watched episode. Don't get me wrong. I watched the first episode. Okay, so don't get me wrong. I watched the first episode, and in the second episode. Okay, so Blind's gonna be on. I hope you like my thumbnail. Um, I had a okay day, fun day. I was watching football on Netflix all day. Not watching it now. But yeah, probably after the show, probably I'm gonna watch Stranger Things Part 2 of the last season. Blind's gonna be on. I mean, I hope you like my thumbnail. I hope you like my avatar. I use Chat GPT for my thumbnail and my avatar. I admit it. I mean, you still gotta type in. You still gotta get the pic, and you still gotta type in what you want to say, and then it will generate the thumbnail. You have to go through all that background with mover, eraser, stuff like that. You just put in a picture, type what you want to say in the picture and the thumbnail, and ChatGPT will do the rest. Sometimes it'll give you good, sometimes it'll look good, sometimes it's not. This one turned out fine, perfectly fine. And this is in my display pic. It's just me taking a picture of myself and just editing myself with sunglasses. And I'm holding something, but yeah. Yeah, I'm holding something. I'm holding something. You can't see the whole thing, but that's a scythe. You know, like Death uses the Grim Reaper. I just thought it would be funny. Uh, yeah, I'm not. I don't. We wear sunglasses indoors. Only famous and stuck up people, right? You wear sunglasses indoors, right? Yeah, I mean, I use ChatGPT. I should just use ChatGPT for titles of YouTube videos that I can't get. You know, I can't. I don't. I have writer's block on, so I will use what I'll just come up with. I'll just ask you ChatGPT best YouTube titles for this certain topic, and it'll give me a bunch of titles, and which one ever fits works best, I'll use. It's. I know a lot of people are. There's a lot of people against AI or right, and there's a lot of people for AI. I think ChatGPT is actually one of the benefits of a good thing for AI. So, so I suggest you use it. The only thing is, it's paid. You have to pay a month, $20 a month, but you get it free for a month. Uh, all right. Now, Blind is going to join me. I don't know when, but he'll join me probably like in a few minutes. Uh, okay. So he'll join me. So yeah, okay. Second episode, Season 2 of Fallout. That's what we're going to talk about here. Okay. Okay. So I like the. I mean, the way. Man, this episode, yeah, there was a lot. This episode definitely focused a lot on Maximus. I say at least 75% of this episode is Max. 60 to 70%, more like that. 60 to 70% is more focused on Maximus, the character Maximus, more than the other characters. And be careful because this is spoilers. Okay? And the blind is going to come in, I think. So, okay. This episode started off with a bang. We get to finally see Maximus as a kid, as a young boy, a young lad, as the British will say. Right? Okay. Oh, you think you spoilers do that? I know you're not the only one. Sometimes there's people that do like spoilers to see I guess I'm interested in seeing a movie or TV show. That's true. I know there's people that don't like spoilers, and there's people that do like spoilers, and some people don't care. All right, all right? I don't know what. Okay, so Maximus, the guy in the thumbnail, but no Maximus. We finally get to see Finally see him as a young kid with his father and mother. Okay, in the city of Shady Sands. Okay, Shady Sands. All right, which was destroyed by a bomb, an atomic bomb. Okay, atomic bomb. Not atomic bomb during the whole apocalypse thing when everything went to hell. This is years after, like years after the whole atomic nuclear apocalypse thing happened. This is actually years after, like a couple centuries after. I believe they said in this season, in this show, that it takes 200 years after the whole world went to hell. Okay, so Shady Sands blew up, but that was not from the nuclear war or anything like that. Beginning, all right. Okay, and well, there's a reason why. You kind of have to see season 1 to understand it. Blinded, obviously, I know why. Blinded knows why. People that watch season 1 and season 2 will know why. Okay, and so what happens with that nuclear bomb, right? It's a vault bomb, right? There's a timer on there, right? I think they give it like 3 minutes before it goes off. So Maximus's father at the time was trying to detonate it. Right? Not detonate, I mean trying to make the timer stop so it wouldn't go off, okay? Not detonate, obviously he wasn't detonating. All right? And he thought he did it. But the vault nuclear bomb had a backup, like a fail switch on it, okay? Or something like that, I think it's called. And so the timer ran back on, so it's going to detonate, right? Like I think it was like a 2.5 minutes, right? So the Maximus' father is like realized there's nothing he can do, and wants to find his son and his wife, and knowing that they can't survive this, they won't be able to survive this, despite them trying to run. I mean, the bomb did 2.5 minutes, despite trying to run away from the atomic from the bomb going off. The radius of the bomb is going to kill everyone there. Here's blinded.
What's up?
You like my avatar?
Yeah, you were showing me before.
It's a real picture. No, I'm kidding. It's not a real picture. Well, it is.
That's what ChatGPT though.
Yeah,
Oh, what's up, Bob? Glad
yeah.
you came. I was telling Bob that we were gonna do a stream.
Oh, okay. That's right. All right.
Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. I wasn't really talking. I mean, I was just talking about the beginning. Like this was a more focus on Maximus this episode,
Hmm.
right? Heavy focus on Maximus compared to the other characters. I mean, yeah, sure. Lucy and well, Lucy and the Ghoul. Obviously, Lucy's brother had some time, had some exposures episode. And the
Yeah,
father, the whole
he's
family.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah, the
Yeah.
ghoul. They didn't really focus on the ghoul this episode.
No. So I was explaining about the Shady Sands, right? That's a town.
Yeah,
So
Shady Sands.
I was explaining how that town blew up, how it blew up by the atomic bomb from the vault, right? Vault Tech.
Hmm.
This is did not happen 200 years ago, like the when everything went to hell. This was it recent in the with the current timeline? But it was like 20, 30 years ago, recent timeline when Maximus is a child, a kid,
Right.
right? And that's the connection there. Because if you didn't see season one, I know you did, blinded, but if people didn't see season one, that's Lucy's father's decision. That bomb there, she said,
Yeah.
that's Lucy. Yeah, there you
Well,
go.
now we know because, like,
Yeah,
people last season they were complaining, how did they get the bomb and all this stuff, and it's like
really, yeah.
the entire show is a mystery. We don't know what is going on. It's being slowly revealed to us.
Hmm.
Uh, that's kind of the premise of the show is that it's a mystery. And now we know, like, well, first off, he snuck the bomb in, right?
Yeah,
Um, and the thing is, like, obviously, because Shady Sands is the capital of the NCR, the New
yeah.
California Republic, and so they probably weren't really thinking someone would do something like that. And that's probably why it got through anyway. And as a result, you know, they got their capital got completely nuked.
Mm.
Um, so I'm sure the rest of the season is going to explore, the NCR, like what exactly happened to them in the rest of the regions that they were in, right? Because they obviously in New Vegas, they were in the Mojave, right? The Mojave is
Yeah,
the wasteland,
yeah.
his name, right in Las Vegas. So, and we know that they were kind of like stretched out, right? They were trying to come in, they were trying to take over from the Legion, they were trying to get Hoover Dam, and we don't know who won Hoover Dam just yet. The showrunners are saying that it's a mix. It's like the fog of war, so like everybody thinks that they won. I don't see how that is going to work. I think there's obviously going to have to be someone who obviously won Hoover Dam, and I don't think it's the NCR. I don't think the NCR won Hoover Dam.
Hmm.
Um, so yeah, but I thought it was kind of interesting that beginning part because it's like uh, Hank was using the chip
Yeah.
from Mr.
Hank,
House.
Hank is the father of Lucy
Yeah,
and what's the kid? No,
and
what's his name?
Norm.
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 You too, Hunter. Yeah, Norm. Yeah, who becomes a fault leader for 31 because he took
Right.
away because he put the thing in the trash.
Yeah, he put Bud in the trash.
Yeah,
Yeah, now they're outside. That was another interesting plot point because yeah, the trailers hasn't shown us like what they're
yeah,
gonna do outside of the vault. It's gonna be interesting.
yeah. And that's interesting. We'll get to that because I don't think they're supposed to be outside, but they were trapped. They were supposed to be
Yeah.
still part. They were supposed to basically with the other votes, right? How their civilization under the other votes. That's 31 is supposed to be obviously supposed to be developed like that. End up
Hmm.
developing and they get those other votes, but they're outside and they're not supposed to be outside, right? Um, Anybody in the votes are not supposed to be outside. Uh,
Right. Well, some vaults open early, right? Like
yeah,
uh, obviously in Fallout 76, that vault opened early. Some other vaults, there's one in New Vegas that they were allowed to come and go as they pleased. because they never had an experiment. They were a control vault,
Hmm.
which means yeah they weren't experimented on. So um, yeah, so these managers they were specifically picked and trained to
Yeah.
be uh, people to help Voltec in the future, which we don't even know what happened to Voltec. Like we still don't know what happened to Voltec. Um, I'm sure the show is going to explain to us what happened because obviously that's one of the biggest mysteries in the games is that Voltec has all these vaults that they're experimenting on, and yet we never knew why they did this. Like, what purpose did this serve? Like, um, especially if you have a control vault, that means you're doing research, right? That
Hmm.
means they're trying to find some solution and maybe see what is the best way to rule the wasteland.
Yeah.
But again, where are those executives, right? Because people are walking around it now. It's been 200 years. You would think
Yeah.
it would be time to come out and, if there's still people on the surface, why not bomb the surface completely, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's the whole point of
Again, at
Vault.
least.
That's why they blew up the city, Shady Sands, because they want the Vault people to eventually be the land dwellers,
Right.
take
Because
over.
Shady Sands was the most advanced
Yeah.
city. Like, they had streetcars. They had pretty much like it looked like the past, right? That was in Fallout 2. You get to see what Shady
The
Sands has
closest
become.
thing, yeah, the closest thing what the civilization that we get in the past, but
Right.
yeah,
Which was obviously a threat to Voltec. Well, it's a threat to any faction, really.
yeah. But
That's
Voltex are
why
more
the
powerful because they're the most weapons and all that.
well, we don't like I said, we don't know.
Hmm.
We don't know. Like this episode to me, if they had to sneak in the nuke, and it wasn't something that he activated, like it wasn't like they were waiting
What's
out in
he?
the wings with a nuke or like have a facility with nukes. It seems like he had to get the nuke, right? He had to purchase it
Yeah.
from someone, sneak it in. So I wonder like who exactly did that all. Because I don't think that's Mr. House, right? I don't think Mr. House is like 100% involved in this. I think this is all because Hank wants to convince Mr. House to basically be his like protege. That's
Okay.
my theory.
I'm gonna go off for Wales for a few minutes. Then we're gonna get back to
Hmm.
this. Matt McGloin, that's the guy who runs Cosmic Book News. So
Right.
whatever he says, you know it's bullshit. So that's all.
Yeah, you shouldn't. Don't believe anything he says.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. That's all we're gonna say. Um,
Don't believe anything that's been going on recently. Like, there's some like news that Wonder Woman's
which,
gonna get cast.
do you know the
Don't
news
believe
that?
any of that.
Do you know the news? The Russia theater sold Captain America's costume red. I mean, Steve Rogers' costume red. Did
Oh,
you hear about that? I have the picture.
oh
Man, it was
man.
leaked. It was leaked.
We're gonna have to take a ChatGPT away from Aaron. He's been abusing it. This all he's doing is just using ChatGPT.
See, it's red. I mean, hey, after the World War II ended, you used to start kidnapped them. They brainwashed them.
They brainwashed him. They turned him into the Red Guardian.
Yeah. Oh no, the Red Guardian. No, what happens is in his timeline because that doesn't really affect the current timeline. The Red Guardian
Hmm.
ended up becoming the American Guardian, whatever, the U.S. Guardian.
Right.
Hilarious. Yeah, I mean,
Oh man.
ChatGPT is awesome. I'm sorry. I know. This isn't sword. This is GPT. Chat you. All right, but yeah, let's get back to this. So where were we? Yeah. So it's about yeah. So where the heck? I mean, we're talking about fall, obviously. So this
Hmm.
obviously this part. Yeah. So we're definitely getting Legion. Uh,
Yes, I got even spoiled.
yeah, you did.
They leaked. Amazon fucked up and they leaked. They had an unlisted video do you want me to say the spoiler?
And Macaulay Culkin was in it.
No, not Macaulay Culkin, a character from the game. Uh,
Oh,
I mean, like I'll just say it because I guess it doesn't even really matter
I
that
mean,
much
it
unless
might
you
have been leaked
played the
out of
game. If you played the game, this is a spoiler. But it seems like Kaiser is still alive after 15 years. So the show is gonna have to explain that how Kaiser is even alive after 15 years. So I'm not sure if Aaron knows this, but Kaisar in the game, he's the leader of the Legion, right? So and he in the game, it's slowly revealed to you. Well, if you talk to him and you join his side, that he actually has a brain tumor, and so he is going to die. Now in the game, you can get a device that will help him.
Maybe it
Um,
just slows down his
but
process. I don't know.
well, I guess it's either implied that they found this device, but the thing is, like, the Legion doesn't know how to use any technology. Like you, the courier, had to actually help um, Kaisar to actually use the device and remove the tumor. But he's alive. I don't know the actor who's playing him, but it's definitely Kaisar. It's him. He's sitting there in his clothing. He has the crown, and it's like, okay, well, that's definitely him. He's still alive. So I don't
Hmm.
know who Macaulay Culkin is playing. He's definitely not the leader.
But he's with the
Um,
Legion. You can see
yeah,
because
he's with the Legion. He might be Kaisar's second in command. Maybe he's it's been 15 years. I mean, I don't think it's mentioned that Kaisar has a son. I don't remember. I'm trying to replay the game right now, but I don't think Kaisar had a son. And he's wearing the guy who was in second in command in the game's armor. I forget his name. Lanius, something like that. But that guy was massive. That guy was like extremely tall and he was
his
intimidating.
name Leonidas. Isn't the name after our famous? Is it Leonidas?
No, it probably is named after some ancient Rome figure. I don't
Oh,
really know much about ancient Rome, to be honest. But
yeah.
yeah. So, but Macaulay Culkin is way too short, and he's not big enough to play that character. Unless that is him, I would be shocked if he's playing that character. Um, because it seems a little random. Um, I don't know who he could be playing. I really don't.
do you
Um,
do you watch those weekly episodes on YouTube? Not YouTube, but it's on YouTube and Twitter. About like the salesman. Was
oh,
that?
the chicken foot
Yeah,
guy.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I haven't watched any of those. I just see like little clips of them when he
Yeah,
has the actors on. The set looks cool. Like it's all like destroyed and stuff, and it's got like the
it's
robot.
clever.
Yeah. I mean, they're going hard with the Fallout. They said that
Mhm.
they're doing some like what Hunger Games reality contest, but within a vault or
Yeah,
something. I'm like, oh man, they gonna milk this shit, I guess. I'm not surprised, but god damn, like if you were gonna announce another show, I would have at least wanted it to been like a spin-off of a character, but I don't know what character would even get a spin-off show. Um,
there's none
at
right
this
now.
point.
Uh,
No. They don't really have a character that could really spin off from the show.
no, I like Lucy and the girl's dynamic. How Lucy is like
Yeah,
also innocent and like naive about how the world is.
right.
Like and the girl is like so cynical, right?
Well,
About the
he's been around for 200
yeah,
years, so he's seen a shit ton of things.
yeah. I mean, yeah, he's been around for 200 years plus as a human too. So from that experience, you see what humans can do to each other. Because he was
Right,
there when everything went to hell.
right. He knows what's going on. So,
Hmm.
but yeah, in the episode, she does get tricked by the Legion slave,
Yeah,
which yeah, is funny because that was definitely when like watching it in my head when that woman appeared. I'm like, that is 100% a Legion slave because they even have the exact same outfit in the game. And I was in the Caesar's camp, right? And I had to back out
and look,
because,
and look
but
at
it was the
like
exact same. It's the
the
exact same
garment, what she
costume.
was wearing,
Yeah,
like that's like what slave would wear, and the guy that the ghoul killed too.
yeah.
Uh,
He was a slave as well.
he just killed him. The ghoul. What did he
Yeah, because he
ate?
was irradiated.
Yeah, yeah. And then Yeah, they got attacked by
Yeah,
scorpion. And then
rad scorpion.
yeah, and
Yeah, there's the giant one, and then it's like a cannibal, and it was eating the tiny ones.
yeah, it was eating this. Yeah, it was basically it was cannibalism. Yeah, it was eating its own species, the smaller ones, and the smaller ones were not small by any means. They were big too, and bigger than a typical
No.
scorpion.
Yeah.
Like, well,
Yeah, it was creepy. The
that's what I'm
VFX was
saying.
pretty good on the rad
Yeah,
scorpion.
yeah,
Looked, yeah, the smaller ones too also look like they were in the game too. Like they have
yeah.
this like different shade compared to the bigger one. So
Hmm.
yeah, the attention to detail on the show is very well done. Like I said, it's like the costumes and everything. It's like that's all straight out of the game.
Yeah,
Like this is definitely the most accurate um in terms of like the art design and the production design. It's like even in the flashback when they're at the Shady Sands, like they have some of the statues that were in Fallout 2 that was
mhm.
around. It was like kind of like this. It was like a it had like glyphs on it. You could barely see it, but if you know or if played Fallout 2, you would recognize it, and you're like, again, that's such a crazy detail to have in the background.
Yeah.
Um, so
Defcon. Well, Defcon's in the season. I mean, we saw in the
yeah,
trailer. I mean,
yeah,
so
it's
yeah,
coming. I
yeah.
think they're gonna fight it on when they're in the free side.
Merry Christmas. Yeah, yes.
Yeah, Merry
Merry
Christmas,
Christmas to
guys.
all you guys. All you guys. Um, yeah, and Lucy just like leaves the ghoul there because she uses the serum.
Yeah, that there's one thing that uh, like I hope they don't repeat what they did in the last season with her because it's like I feel like she shouldn't be that naive.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like the woman was definitely shady, and then she took off, and then she was like, "Oh well, I regret this." And it's like,
yeah,
yeah, these why were these slaves in this abandoned hospital? What were they getting? She never asked. Like it's just it looks so sketchy, and yet she's like, "Oh, I have to help them."
yeah,
And it's like, why wouldn't you trust the ghoul? The ghoul has been around for 200 years. Um, and the thing is, like, the ghoul may not be, I don't know, the nicest person, but I wouldn't say he's the most like morally bankrupt. And
no,
obviously, maybe that's because she hasn't seen the crazy shit in the wasteland. But like, yeah, obviously, if you play Fallout games, you
yeah,
would know the ghoul would probably be one of the more like the characters that you would trust, even if he is maybe like willing to kill people. I mean, you're technically willing to kill people too, right? Especially if they are pieces of shit or they're morally corrupt. You're like, no, fuck you, I'm gonna kill you,
yeah. But
right?
Lucy is like not like that.
No,
Lucy is not like that. Um,
no, which is funny that she's not like
and
that, but compared to her brother and her father, they're completely different. Like her father's obviously, I mean, he wakes up that guy, um, and that guy was fucked up too. That guy that he woke up, he was like, I got the premium and stuff, and yet he didn't bring his family along. That was crazy.
yeah.
So it was
Oh
like, yeah,
yeah,
that guy deserved to die.
yeah,
That was such a scumbag move. But yeah, he's still testing out Hank. Like nothing really happened with Hank. It's just like he's just blowing up rats and walking around in the office
yeah.
trying to figure out
He's
for
trying.
this to work.
He's yeah because he's trying with the device, right? He's
Hmm.
trying to see how strong. Each time he jumps up the frequency of the device, he's trying to see if the
He can
right
like
frequency. Yeah,
completely control them.
yeah, to a point where they can't explode, right? And he got compared.
Right.
He was getting close to one of them when the rat was about to get onto the. There's like a little desk in the cage in the little
Yeah,
cage.
with a computer, a little
Yeah,
computer.
yeah,
Yeah, and he was trying to force the mouse to type on the computer.
yeah. And
Yeah,
one of
that
them
was
got
actually
close,
funny.
and that's the connection to Mr. House because Mr. House had that for humans, right? A device for
Yeah.
humans, and he had the same frequency, the neck device, and then the frequency device, right? Um, and you had a theory about like because your theory about this, with Mr. House and Hank last week. I mean, it seems like there's
Hmm.
more to it now because is that right?
Right.
Uh, And when you want to explain, wait, is it an update you want to explain on? Like, uh,
Yeah, I mentioned it earlier. I don't really think Mr. House is involved in any of this. I just think Hank is trying to impress him. Because I mean, we in the first episode you do see Mr. House in the alley, and I
mm,
remember my friend was telling me he was at some coworker at work was like complaining about that scene because he was like in New Vegas, Mr. House has a line about how he doesn't like the Legion because they use slaves,
mm.
and I was like, huh, that
Yeah,
is
mind control.
kind of against his character, but I looked into it and not necessarily, because here's the thing, right? In the past, and this is what I said even the last time, we don't know much about Mr. House in the past, like who like how he acted and how he portrayed himself. Like we really don't know. We just know he owned a casino. He was one of the richest people in the world because he owned Robco, and Robco was all over everywhere, right? In every game you
Mhm.
see Robco because you see their robots. But we never really knew how he acted. Now in the game they kind of bring a like a comparison. He's kind of like Howard Hughes. Is it Howard Hughes
Yeah.
or you know who I'm talking about? He was very eccentric, very wealthy, um, and also kind of shady, right?
Hmm.
Um, and I think the the reasoning that they could get around is that Mr. House really isn't Mr. House until the bombs drop. And the thing is, he doesn't even need human slaves anymore. And again, the show hasn't shown us this, but Mr. House has his Securitrons, so he doesn't actually need humans to do his bidding, because he's already he's copied the brainwaves of people that he knew. Like he had these women. I don't know if the show will talk about this or show this, but in the game, we learn that he has like these two Securitrons that are actually based on these like women that he was like hooking up
Yeah.
with, right? And he's caught, and he really wasn't hooking up with them, as it turned out. It was just he would kind of like pretend like, oh, you know, we're gonna have a relationship, but he was just scanning their brains. And now
Hmm.
they just, you know, they just operate and hang around the Lucky 38, but you know, they're not really doing anything in the game. I mean, one of them you could give them snow globes and get money for it, but like she's not doing much. Like you could talk to her, she'll tell you her like backstory, but there's no reason for Mr. House to have human slaves. He has robots now.
Yeah.
Like he has under the Lucky 38 in New Vegas, he's trying to get the platinum chip to upgrade his Securitrons so he can send them off into the wasteland. Now we don't know if he did this though, because remember the no ending of the game has been canonized. So we again the show's gonna have to tell us like how that happened. I think he he's pretty much the same. He either got some things what he wanted, but not everything. Like
Hmm.
maybe he didn't get the platinum chip and he's still looking for it, or he did get the platinum chip. It's just that his upgrades weren't really effective, and you know,
You
we
think?
don't really know.
Do you think like because you said Hank was working for Mr. House, and you think like Mr. House is
Mm.
like, no, no, I don't need us to do this. I don't need you. Like I'm done with this part, like with the chip and the device.
Yeah,
And Hank is kind of bitter, angry about that.
I think so. I kind of flipped. Like, I don't think he's working with him directly. I think he's trying to work on
Uh,
his behalf, like a protege. But he's not
uh,
really his protege, right? Right, like actually, he's just
no.
trying to like impress him. Because like it would make some sense if like, because why does Voltec have Mr. House's technology? Mr. House hates Voltec.
That's true.
So that's another thing too. That's like a bit of a red flag where it's like he Hank has been the one in the current present that we've seen use this device the
Yeah.
most.
Yeah.
Which to me, I think that's just them saying that Mr. House doesn't use this technology anymore. Because if he had, we would have seen it elsewhere. At least maybe so far we would have seen it, although they haven't encountered a lot of people just yet. in the Wasteland, so or in the Mojave. So I don't know. That's just my theory again, like, because that's the thing. The show, like, you don't need to play the games, but last season, if you played the games, there was a lot of dots that you can connect, and they did turn out to be true. So, and based on the showrunner like Jonathan Nolan, the way that they talk, they definitely it is like they are using what is in the game to inform the story.
Hmm.
So there is some basis for like what I'm saying. It's not like Marvel, where Marvel's just loosely based on the comics. Like this is connected with the games. Like
Yep.
they
Yeah.
even confirmed that whenever Fallout 5 comes out, which could be in fucking 30 years, um, when we do get that, they said that the game is going to take place either at the same time of the show or
Yeah.
after the show. And
Yeah.
there's probably going to be quests in that game that involve characters from the show. I wouldn't be surprised.
No, I wouldn't be surprised if Lucy's in the game.
No, I wouldn't be surprised unless she's dead. I think the ghoul is going to be dead by the end of the show, though. That's my theory, because it does seem like he's being set up to die. But
Yeah, I think so too.
there's
I
another thing
I think Maximus will be in the game. I think those Lucy and Maximus to me,
possibly, well,
most like.
because that's another thing that too that was pretty big this episode is we see they went to Area 51,
Yeah,
which
Area
everybody
50.
was saying Area 51,
Yeah,
and they even saw the Zayden and they just pushed it aside, which was
yeah,
funny.
yeah. I like
They're just
that.
like whatever this thing is.
Yeah. Oh my God! The thing is, they did the Indiana Jones thing in this episode with the
Yeah,
with acting as a young kid. I'm like, that doesn't really work.
yeah, I know. There's actually a lot of Indiana Jones references. I think they have the Ark of the Covenant in the Area
So,
51.
yeah, yeah. That's
Yeah, so there's a lot.
yeah, Area 51. That's where the yeah, and Maximus and we're talking about Civil War,
hmm
right?
Which again, that was a big. Uh, well, they mentioned that in the last trailer, but they're going to war
Yeah,
with the Commonwealth. And
yeah,
my theory now is that season 3 will take place in the Commonwealth, because this is another reference to Fallout 4. Like it was kind of like last season. Like last season, there was a ton of references to New Vegas, and then at the ending we saw they were going to New Vegas. So
yeah.
I would not be surprised if the ending of this season is you see them go to the Commonwealth, or a character from the Commonwealth shows up.
Yeah.
So a character from Fallout 4. But yeah, I'm kind of curious to see like what like do they fight each other? Because it's like in the trailer we do see Maximus running off with what's his name, Kumail Nanjiani, right?
Yeah.
They run off, and you see the airships crashing. So
Yeah.
either there's some infighting even among the other chapters that showed up,
Yeah.
which probably is not that surprising. I
Yeah, he
mean,
mentioned the Civil War as a me
yeah,
character mentioned the
but
Civil War.
specifically with the Commonwealth, because the Commonwealth, as of right now, is the most powerful chapter of the Brotherhood.
Yeah.
Because they have in Fallout 4, they have the Liberty Prime. They have a lot of technology, and also now the Commonwealth. Well, again, we don't know. This is the problem. This is the problem, though. I will say this: they should just canonize one ending, like for each game, to make it easier. And maybe it didn't have to happen exactly the way it does, because it does get kind of confusing where you're like, okay, what ending is true and what isn't true?
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
if it's like a mix of different things, then maybe they should come out and say what is true. Obviously, I'm sure that would piss off people because Fallout fans or some of them are just easy to get pissed off at. I have no clue why. Um, but it's like if because the thing is, if they were to say, okay, we're going to do Fallout 4, we're going to continue in the Commonwealth, then is the Institute dead? Because that's part of the ending of the game that you have
Yes.
to pick, right? And if they're not dead, then the Brotherhood of Steel could technically go into the Institute and take a lot of their technology, and they were way more advanced. Like I'm pretty sure the Institute, it's either the Institute or the Enclave are the most advanced, right? Obviously, the Brotherhood, they have technology, but they don't have the means of creating technology like the Institute and the Enclave. So I don't know what they would do there. All Bethesda games have no canon ending. That's a problem. Yeah, well, for this show, I think it's a problem. For the
Indiana Jones,
games, not
Indiana
so
Jones,
much.
Indiana Jones has a canon ending because it does. There's like you don't choose your ending, and it does. It is
Yeah.
canon to the movies.
Oh, you're talking about the new game?
Yeah,
Okay, I
you don't
didn't even
choose
know
your
that.
ending.
I never played the new game yet,
Well,
so
it's not like Skyrim or Fallout where there are kind of side missions, but the side missions are not like dictate any kind of story or anything like that, right? Like
right,
in the main story, you don't choose your pathway really. Indiana Jones, it's
right.
right. It's um, so that's
Yeah,
like a
but
canon.
the Bethesda games never, like, they
Mhm.
just, because the Fallout games never intersect, and if they
Yeah,
do, it's very like it's in a side quest or a character's like grown up. So it's like you don't really know what exactly happened, and they never go back to locations. And I don't really want them to go back to locations because it's like Fallout
yeah,
1 and 2 obviously take place in the same area, but like between like years and years apart. But like that's the only case. Like all the Bethesda games, like their whole goal is to flesh out each state, which I think they should do because yeah, like there are some things they should explain. Stop being nerds and let them just connect their own dots. Well, that's what they're doing, but I'm saying, you know, like it's just it's a little bit confusing to say there's no ending or everybody got the ending that they wanted. You're like, what does that even mean? Like I guess we'll have to find out. But it's like with the Legion cuz now we know. Now we know the Legion did survive and Kaiser is alive and you're like,
yeah,
okay, if they're alive, I mean, did he get the treatment? Did he not get the treatment? Like that was a big part of the game. Like
yeah,
the guy is dying, and like some of the people in his factions, like there's a quest, right? I just played this quest because again I'm replaying the game,
yeah. You're
and
right.
it's like they have like one of the top officials who got captured by the NCR, and so that guy he's like because the whole thing is they're not supposed to get captured, they're supposed to commit suicide before they actually get
Yeah,
captured. And so this guy, he didn't want to kill himself, and he's like, I'm not going to kill myself because I want to lead the Legion because Kaisar is something's wrong with him, right? And he tells you he's like, there's days where he just doesn't know what to do. He's just like, sitting there in silence, and he's not saying anything. And he's like, what kind of leader is that? So it's like clearly there are some people in the Legion who are upset with his leadership, and they had no clue that he had was suffering.
oh no, oh no, it's gonna kick us out. I knew it's gonna. I know it's gonna kick us out. When blood. Yep, it's gonna kick us out. Because when Blinded went, because Blinded is not muted. He just went silent. Now this means he's gonna kick us out. I don't know. Yep. Oh maybe. Oh maybe Blind just got kicked out. Okay. Maybe I didn't. Oh, again, I didn't get kicked out. So this. Oh, see, I thought it was gonna kick me out too.
I left because
Oh,
you couldn't hear me and you were saying that, so I'm like, I'm just gonna leave to make sure. Like,
okay.
yeah,
I thought I was gonna kick. I thought I was gonna do that thing. Was gonna kick both of us out.
yeah. No, I did go mute because I was talking, and I don't think you were able to hear.
No.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
by the way, 56K. If you think I'm annoying, listen. I mean, there's the Fallout community, like the people who like they're either quote unquote diehards of New Vegas, quote unquote, because like they on Twitter, like all they do is complain, 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 like it is like the dumbest complaints ever. Like in the beginning of this episode, the guy he was saying patrolling the Mojave makes me wish for a nuclear winter. Okay, that's a
Yeah.
popular quote in the game. Like it's a pretty much a meme in the game because every NPC in New Vegas, like all they say is that line, right? So it's just a reference, but it's a clever reference, right? Because he's under mind control. He's literally an NPC brain, and that's the only thing he's saying. It's like, okay, it's a clever like reference, right? It's harmless.
Okay,
But
Red.
these guys, they lose their fucking minds. They're like, oh, you see, this is like bad writing, and it's all nostalgia bait, and you're like, dude, like no one. This is the thing, right? No one has a problem with nostalgia bait if there's good writing
Yeah.
alongside of it. Like, what do you think fan service is? It's literally here's something for the fans, right?
Mhm.
Like, if your whole thing is just fan service and the story is garbage, yeah, okay, I can understand. But it's like the story so far is not garbage. The characters are new characters who are not in the game that people love. The story about in fact, there's a lot of fucking characters in this show. Like if
Yeah.
there's one thing to complain about the show is that there is a lot of fucking story in the show.
Yeah. I mean, you got three different stories going on. You got
Not even, you got like five.
4 or 5. Yeah, you got
Yeah, you have Hank, right?
yeah,
You have
yeah.
Lucy, then you
Lucy
have the
and
ghoul, then you have the ghoul
Ghoul.
in the past, then you have
Yeah,
Norm, and then you have the people who are in Vault 31 and 32.
and you have Maximus, and
And
the
Maximus as well. So it's like
yeah,
there's a ton of fucking characters in the show that
and
they keep jumping
and
around
season one,
too.
and season one was perceived as Lucy, the Ghoul, and Maximus were gonna be like the big three they're gonna focus on.
Right.
But like,
And also
they
Maximus's
kind of,
friend. We didn't even
yeah.
see him these two episodes. He's supposed to show back up again.
Which one? The one's turning into a ghoul,
Well, we don't know what he's turning into.
or the
'Cause he's
bully
got
slash friend? Yeah. Oh yeah.
he's got now some like
He wasn't turning into a
mouth on
ghoul.
his neck.
Yeah, I don't think he was not turning into a ghoul. He was turning into something else.
Well, yeah, we don't know. Some people think he's gonna turn into I think it's a centurion.
Hmm.
They're like these they're in Fallout 3. Um
Yeah.
these like mutated humans that are like walk on four legs and shit. Again, we don't know what he's gonna. He's clearly he could still be a ghoul technically
Yeah.
because there are ghouls like in Fallout 1. There's a ghoul, and he shows up in 1, 2, and 3. His name's Harold. He is a ghoul technically, but he didn't become a ghoul through the way that normal ghouls would become ghouls, right? Like he didn't turn into a ghoul via radiation. It
Yeah.
was FEV. So yeah, Harold eventually turns into a tree, and then you never see him again.
What if he turns special guy turns into a tree? Turtle
Yeah,
turns into and me too.
but he was technically a ghoul.
Yeah.
I mean, he looks like a ghoul, but he was like, when you actually talk to him and you know his backstory,
Yeah.
he's not actually a ghoul in technicality, right? Um, and that's because of the FEV. The FEV was can mutate people. Obviously, uh, majority of the time, it's going to turn you into a super mutant. But the master was dipping people into the FEV and seeing what would happen, and that's why there was mutations that were walking around in the first game. And Harold was one of those mutations. So, um, yeah. Um, but yeah,
Cool.
I mean, I think that was it for the episode. It was a long episode though. It was like over an hour long. It was crazy.
Well, that's nothing compared to Stranger Things episodes, man.
Damn. I still have not seen that.
Well, you hear? I didn't see. I didn't see the part two yet. I was going to see it tonight, but apparently the last episode of Stranger Things on New Year's is it's like a
Hmm.
movie length, 2
Yeah,
hours.
it's like 2 hours.
That's why they should have just. You know what? They should have just made a season longer, make it like 10 episodes or something. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think they want. I mean, Stranger Things is already like
Yeah.
paced like a movie, so I'm
Yeah.
sure they were like, we need to have. if we can't make a Stranger Things movie, then we'll just have like the last episode be like a very long show, a very long
Yeah.
episode. Because that's like 2 episodes worth of story.
Yeah. Long time ago, you dropped him. Um,
I skip around the seasons because it doesn't seem like you need to watch every single season to understand the newest one. The last
well,
season wasn't that bad though.
you have to watch season 4 to understand the season 5, though. Like, because basically the main villain
Yeah, because
and
the main villain.
and the connection between the main villain and 11.
Mm.
Uh, uh, Pretty much. I blame white people for Stranger Things. What? What?
A lot of
What?
people, a lot of people love Stranger Things though.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's okay, it's okay. Like I don't know. It's obviously because this is the thing. It's like one of those things where it's like it's a copy, yes. Obviously, there's tons of things that are a copy, but I don't think it's like a better version of what they're copying.
Hmm.
Like it's just kind of like a bunch. It's just a remix of a ton of different things, and some people like the characters, but I don't really like all of the characters. That's the thing. Like the drama that some of the characters have is just not that interesting. It's very like cliche and boring.
You know what's funny? I don't have a
Mm.
favorite character in Stranger
Mm,
Things. I I like the show, but I don't really have like I don't hate any character,
right.
but I don't have a favorite character. The only character I kind of
I
like,
kind of
really,
like the. I mean, isn't he? Because he doesn't have
I like
a
Eddie though.
younger brother. The boyfriend.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But I feel like he doesn't really get to do much though. But he's like the only character I like. I don't like his girlfriend though. That's the thing. It's like their relationship is boring to me, but him as a character, he's not that bad, which is weird.
I
You know what I mean?
I to be honest, my favorite character might have been Eddie.
Mm. Yeah, he was pretty fun. He was a pretty fun character. They should have kept
Yeah.
him around, but I understand.
Oh yeah, I mean, and look, made him a star. That Stranger Things made him a huge star. It really
Mm.
broke out his career, right? Um, but he was. It's just that I don't know the kids. Vecna definitely follows the Freddy Krueger. Vecna is a great villain if you know his motivation and why he does this.
Mm.
He hates humanity.
Mm.
I know there's a lot of villains that the same belief hates humanity. I the reason why I think I like his idea he hates humanity because he basically says, "What's humanity? What do they do? They were born, they eat, sleep, mate, die, and that's it,
Mm.
basically." And he finds that repulsive.
But he was human though.
He was human, yeah. He was human. Yeah, he was. And
That's the thing about. I don't know. I wouldn't say he's like a
he,
interesting villain. He looks
well,
cool. He's very menacing, but I don't know. I'm not like.
he also hates humanity because he knows humanity can be vicious. Because you saw season 4 when he was a kid, right? When he was a young kid,
Mm.
his father was in the army. I forgot which war. It might have been the North Korean War. His father
Mm.
um, accidentally sent some men into I forgot what it was, and it was accidental killing his innocents, right? Like, so there's a war that happens, right? Like, you get the wrong intel and you end up killing wrong people. And Vecna didn't like that. He saw like what humanity could be, how evil humanity could be, right? He's kind of like,
Mm.
right, but not realizing he's evil himself. I mean, he's evil himself in a way. But I'm gonna say a hot taker. He might be the main. I think there's a. I think. I think he's not really the main villain. I think there's a bigger villain at play
Mm.
because he
Even
apparently.
even
Because
with what is it 5 episodes left or 4 episodes
yeah,
left?
because when I read his bio, like, right? Apparently, as a young kid, he went in the upside down world, and somehow the upside down world corrupted him, and then he was able to get back to the real world, and that's what turned his personality shift into like a psychopathic kid with the telekinetic powers, right? Like the upside down, like he wasn't like that at first. He wasn't born as a psychopath. So
Right.
it's like the upside down world is what turned him into what he was. So um, I don't know. You can
Fallout
see the
5 will be Todd Howard's last game.
Tom, you
I
think
don't
so?
think so.
Red, it's good to see you, Red. Um, oh, Nicholas Cage is mad. Good fucking lord.
The Lone Wanderer. I don't think
Yeah.
we'll get any of the player character, like the player character. Will never show up in the show.
Yeah, because you obviously because you name your character. What you're gonna if the they're gonna call him the
Well, they
Lone
have
Wanderer.
names for them. They
Yeah,
have names for them. Like the
yeah,
Courier is the player character in New Vegas.
yeah.
Uh, some of the ones are kind of like similar. The Chosen One is Fallout 2.
And you said,
Uh,
you know, blind, and you would say because you see how pissed because in the games where you make a decision at the end, right? Whatever,
right.
right? Your decision, you'd be pissed off. People will be like really, really pissed off if you have one of those main as a main character from the game you play as. Because
I wouldn't be pissed off. I just don't want them to be a main character. I think some of them like it really depends, right? Because like some people have theories like, okay, in New Vegas, there's a character named No Bark, right? A lot of people have the theory that he's the player character in Fallout 2 because first off, he says a lot of things that don't make sense, but they're actually stories that he's gone through, and it would line up with the stories of the Chosen One from Fallout 2. You also in New Vegas find the vehicle. I forget the vehicle's name, but there's a vehicle in Fallout 2. You can find it not too far from where Nobark is, because he's in Novak. So that would imply that he ended up in New Vegas,
yeah,
right? I wouldn't mind like what happened, like especially with like you know the player character in Fallout 4 was like kind of interesting because it's like yeah his son is the head of the institute, so and you have the option to now take over the institute, so I wouldn't necessarily mind, but they would have to do some trickery, right? Like you couldn't show the person's face. The player character in Fallout 4 does have a voice, so and it's distinct no matter what. So I mean, I feel like they can bend some rules. I'm not like completely against it.
okay, TJ.
Uh,
It's like
it's like the hero from Oblivion.
cigarette.
Yeah, I don't know much about Elder Scrolls.
I'm just reading this Wonder Woman rumors. I'm sorry, like,
I hope that's not true.
and a big male too casting character like rumors
Yeah, I don't
Batman.
know about that.
Yeah,
No, they're not gonna.
you know
Listen. If they do that,
it's BVS. It's copying BVS.
well, yeah, I mean, if you're a DCU fan, how can't you make that comparison? The second movie,
It's just different villain. There's just different main
the
villain.
second Superman movie has the Trinity again.
Yeah.
Okay.
The only difference is the difference villain. That's all. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're completely right. Like, why? And this woman, like I've been saying for months, I think it might be Big Barda.
Well, some
Um,
people were saying I am not familiar with this character. She's like obsessed with Superman.
Maxima,
Yeah.
the whole movie, like if it's a James Gunn movie, the whole movie, people can,
To
there's
be
some
honest,
people
that
hate.
character would fit in this
Yeah,
type
but she's gonna be a
of Superman
horny.
movie.
But she's gonna be a horny. Because her whole thing with Superman is she wants Superman's offspring.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I could see that they had this ongoing joke with Jimmy Olsen, so
Yeah,
I mean, it doesn't sound too far fetched. I just don't.
I
If we see Wonder Woman, I am gonna be pissed.
I'm
Legitimately. What?
I,
Why are you introducing Wonder
that's
Woman in
true.
a Superman sequel?
I'm just saying Big Barda because Big Barda is going to be in the DCU in the Mr. Miracle show anyway.
Yeah, Big Barda. I mean, again, if it's those characters, I'm fine because they're not characters that we're ever gonna really see. I mean, Big Barda, they are making a Mr. Miracle
Yeah,
show.
yeah.
But I mean, like it,
And
like
Darkseid
Wonder
did it.
Woman, like big characters really should be introduced in their own thing, right? Like Guy Gardner. Okay, Guy Gardner's never really led a Green Lantern story, and he's not the most beloved Green Lantern. Okay, so I'll let that one slide, right? But like,
Yeah,
if you're gonna introduce like Barry Allen in a Superman movie, if you're gonna introduce Batman, like don't do that because we've already been through that and it was not really well received. Like people want if you're
I
making a Superman sequel, make a Superman sequel.
Batman should be shown in the Clayface movie first. Gotham. I want to see
Yeah,
that
if
first.
it's a adjacent character in their
Yeah,
world, okay. But like if you're introducing Wonder Woman in a Superman movie, no. I don't care if they're on the Justice League. The character's not an adjacent character. Like, yes, they can cross over. Yes, they have the team, but like it's just gonna be distracting. It's going to be way too distracting. And on top of that, too, um,
if
everybody is going to bring up the comparison of BVS.
if you want a big character, whether it's male or female, just have John Stewart appear or something.
Well, yeah, if he
Yeah,
appears, yeah, okay, because they already established him. If they do a
yeah,
Wonder
well,
Woman
yeah,
movie, I prefer and even that I still prefer if they just keep them separate. Just use more smaller
because,
characters
yeah,
because
because
it really does distract from the movie because then everybody's just going to be talking about the character crossing over.
Yeah,
Like remember like this is what happened with the MCU. Like people at the beginning of the MCU complained that there was no crossovers. Then when they did crossovers, then people complained that the story wasn't focused on the main character.
yeah,
And you're
exactly.
like, you can never really win. And in my opinion, it really should. If it's a Superman movie, do not have another character that could overshadow Superman.
And
Especially if
Batman
it's a
can, Wonder
new
Woman can.
Wonder Woman will definitely
Yeah,
overshadow Superman. Not because of popularity, but just because she's a big character showing up and people obviously want to see her, right? So it's like she's not going to have a lot of screen time and people are going to be like, "Oh, well, how come she
this,
doesn't have a lot of screen time?" Well, it's a Superman movie. That like you can already see the complaints and people have the dumbest complaints. Like it's always the dumbest thing. It's never in service of the story. It's never like, like they will complain that we don't know all of the, like the story didn't tell us every little thing about Wonder Woman if she shows up. It's
yeah,
kind of like what I was talking about with Fallout. It's like the Fallout fans, it's like the show every episode needs to have like a massive exposition dump for them to be satisfied and be like, okay. It's like that's not how
that's
stories
the thing.
work.
Wonder Woman doesn't need a Supergirl treatment where we got a brief 2 minute cameo of Supergirl at the end of Superman to get people at least interested in Supergirl. Wonder Woman doesn't need that treatment, right? He doesn't need that. Wonder Woman's different. Wonder Woman is a
No,
different category. Like,
if it's okay, if it's a cameo at the ending, okay, um,
yeah,
I'll be like, okay, I'll be fine with that. If she's a prominent character, a side character, supporting character throughout the movie, yes, I will take issue with that because why are you introducing a major character who should really just debut in their own movie and be the main focus? She shouldn't play second fiddle to
uh,
Superman. Same thing with Batman. Same thing with Superman. If you're gonna do a Superman and Batman movie, that's one thing, right? Or a Trinity movie,
yeah.
okay.
Well, if you
But
really
if the
think about
movie is called Man of Tomorrow, Wonder Woman should not be a fucking supporting character.
if you really think about BVS, yes, it's called Batman versus Superman. But if you look at the full title, it's called Dawn of Justice. What it really means is that's why Wonder Woman's in the movie because it's called Dawn of
Well,
Justice.
they
And
did
Dawn of
that
Justice,
after the fact. They told
yeah,
them
because
like they wanted Warner Brothers was so desperate to jam in all these
Justice League.
characters.
Yep. Because
Like,
it's a Dawn
and
of Justice League, right? The Dawn of the Justice League.
yeah, we already know. Like, Warner. First off, Warner Brothers, like, they're so desperate to catch up to Marvel. And to me,
Oh
this
yeah.
also is a signal too that they're still trying to be catching up to Marvel. And it's like, take your freaking time, man. Like, no one needs. First off, Wonder Woman has at least one successful movie,
You
right?
can't catch up to Marvel. Like, don't even think about trying to compete with Marvel.
But
Like,
they will always. If they listen, if we see Wonder Woman casting, that 100%, they're trying to play catch up with Marvel.
yeah, oh, of course, of course. That's what
Like,
they have
what they
Batman
should be
do
doing
too.
is having the Wonder Woman movie come out in 2027. It
Yeah,
would be 10 years since the Wonder Woman movie, mind you.
yeah, the
That's how
first movie.
long
Yeah.
ago, So it's like, just have a Wonder Woman movie. You said that you're working on a script. My suspicion is, and this is another thing too, I think people are not factoring in. Warner Brothers does not have the money that Marvel does.
Because
Like, people can complain. No, well, Marvel has made tons and tons of money.
no, but Netflix once it goes, if Netflix does get it, it could.
Yeah, but even still,
Yeah,
right? Marvel has made tons and tons of money. They will greenlight whatever.
yes,
If it costs $1 billion, they'll greenlight it. That's why
yeah,
people are like, "Oh, why are all these Marvel movies cost so much?" It's because it's a Marvel movie. They can now, like, have literally people will throw money at them to make the movie. Like, until, like, Marvel is actually doing very, very bad, which, yes, they had some you know the Marvels flopped, Ant-Man flopped. They have been having flops. But remember, there was a thing, like, before Eternals, people used to say Marvel was indestructible. Like, Marvel really had no flops.
yeah,
Everything Marvel would do would make money. So
yeah.
that's kind of why they still have, like, they're the only studio that
Marvel,
really is consistent. If
Marvel's
that
just
makes
lucky.
sense.
Marvel's just lucky next year it has Avengers and Spider Man. Like,
Yeah,
they,
because those are guaranteed.
yeah,
They're guaranteed to make some money. Whatever people are saying, this and that, like, people just say that because it's like a cool thing. They want to be like contrarian, but it's like, you're gonna still see the movie, right?
and
We can have our criticisms, but, like, acting like you're not gonna pay money to
and
see
here's
the
the thing.
movie is just it's just cringe.
And
Especially if their whole thing is Marvel talking about Marvel.
if if Spider Man and Doomsday do very very well reception wise and money wise, people can have faith in Marvel again. Huge faith in Marvel again.
Yeah, well, people will just ignore
Yeah,
as usual because we've
DC the
seen them do
DC
that.
DC should never even think about. Fantastic Four Thunderbolts were good movies, and I felt like it deserved more credit than they get. They were good movies, Thunderbolts and Fantastic
Mhm.
Four. They were good. Um, Captain America was better than what people said behind the scenes and all that, but it wasn't like a good
Right.
movie. Yeah, Avengers making $1 billion. It's hard to believe that's not going to make $1 billion, but that's 100% correct. Like, but it's just that DC should not. I mean, James Gunn's not thinking about competing with Marvel.
Yeah, even Bob is saying it. They should just take it slow.
Yeah,
Like, just do like Marvel, literally. Marvel gave them the blueprint with the
this is
first phase. That's all they have to do. Just build the characters up. That
this
should be
isn't
like the basic thing. It's not even like a Marvel thing. It's
this.
literally set up the characters, make people like the characters,
Yeah,
and then you will have buzz.
this is,
When they do a crossover, people are like, "Oh shit, they're going
yeah.
to
It's
do a
like
Justice League movie."
this isn't a sports. This isn't a sports. It's not a competition where like they're facing off each other to
No.
win a championship. Like
But
it's
all
not
these
like that.
studios think like that. That's the problem. Like, that's the problem. It's like they all compare themselves to Marvel for whatever reason. And then everything turns out to being like Marvel, and you're like, what the hell? Like, Marvel did their own thing and now everything needs to be identical? Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's not fair.
It's
Like, you could take some lessons, right? Like, respect the source material, respect the characters. Like, those are all lessons that Marvel gave you that are easy W's, right? But they're just sitting there and, like, I'm telling you, if I see fucking Wonder Woman appear in this movie, bro, I'm just gonna, even if the movie is good, if the
yeah.
movie makes $1 billion, then yeah, I guess it doesn't really matter. But it's still like, this is fucking, like, it just looks desperate. It's like first off, one, you need to hurry up. That's what it looks like. It's like, oh, let's have all these characters established. Like there's a rumor now saying that they're gonna shoot Brave and the Bold in
Yeah.
2027. I don't believe that. You're gonna shoot the Batman movie when the newest Batman movie is coming out? No, that's not gonna happen. There's at least gonna be a year in between, right?
Yeah.
Like 2028, you're gonna shoot or something. We don't even know. And on top of that too, it's
So,
like it's very clear that Warner Brothers does not have the money to make all of these things come true.
well, Net, Net, Netflix will have some money though. That's the thing. Like
Well,
Netflix is.
Netflix still will be stingy. Like unless they make money, they're not
I
going to be
know.
like,
Yeah.
we're going to hand you a truckload for you to just
Netflix.
consistently fail.
Netflix is. Man, but Netflix is not just Warner Bros. What they're doing, I think they're getting that podcast game. Like Netflix is becoming a
Mm.
juggernaut again and again, like a bigger juggernaut. I don't want Doomsday. Oh, Doomsday. Do you mean the movie? I thought you were talking about the character Doomsday.
Doomsday's probably going to be heavily influenced by Deadpool and Wolverine for sure, because that movie made $1 billion.
That movie was good. That movie was good and fun. Like it's fun.
Yeah,
That movie.
like people will always say they'll always go like nostalgia bait this and that, but it's like nostalgia bait is only a problem when that's the only thing you have to offer, right? Like like nostalgia bait really should be icing on the cake. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It should be like to get you in the door. Like look at something like okay, Blade Runner 2049. That's a great movie. The nostalgia part of that movie is really just icing. You don't even need to see the first Blade Runner to understand this movie,
Mm-hmm.
right? It definitely does help, right? But it's
I know.
still like icing on the cake.
There's been so many Marvel and DC movies like the past week. It's
Yeah, because people are just, like you got so look, now we have Daniel RPK who's been caught pretending to be a woman, running different accounts,
my time to shine. Yeah.
My Time to Shine, right? And people are still giving him credit.
Yeah.
He's running literal scams, pretending to be a woman, right? Scamming people, lying to people outright, and yet people are still believing his lies.
Yeah. And he's playing like nobody's caught him. Like he's
Yeah. Like and we're like people are just pretending like this didn't happen.
yeah.
It's like what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like
And
seriously.
people are convinced like City Six character is Jean Grey. I'm like, it's not Jean Grey.
Dude, they say she's like a new character every single fucking month. There's some
I
guy
know.
on Twitter who has like the Doctor Doom profile picture and he's like Sadie Sink is playing this
I
character. I'm not familiar with this character at all.
I
And
think
I
I know what you're
haven't
talking about. Is it
I can't
Apocalypse?
even pronounce the character's name.
Is it not? Is it?
Have you seen that rumor? The character she's like this it's like she kind of looks like this like I don't know how to describe her. I guess the first look, it's like she kind of looks like Venom, but
Oh,
it's she's not a symbiote, and it starts with
oh,
an S. I don't like again, like I said, I'm not
Sinatra,
familiar with
like
this
that.
character.
Let me see here. I know the character.
Yeah, they're saying that she's playing her, right? Um, again, that's after, and then someone had a theory on the
Sintra. Is that her
Reddit
name?
page that they stole and try to make it seem like it was a plot leak, when it was just like a fan theory.
What's her name? I know you're talking about.
Yeah, I have no clue who the character is.
She's
Like
kind of
I
new. She's
googled
kind
it,
of a
I looked it
newer
up. I'm
villain.
like I've never read, seen anything about this character.
She's kind of a newer villain, I believe. Like,
I don't even know who created the character too. Like I don't even know what it's like. Is this a 2000s character? Like when
I
did this
think
character
I
appear?
think
I
she
have
might
no
be
clue.
2020's character. Oh no, she's a 2000. Okay, who is? She's a. I know. Okay, she's not. She's a 2000s character. Yes, 2002. Yeah. What's her name is Shathra. Shathra
Okay.
versus Sinestro. Sinestro.
Gender bent
She's a
Sinestro.
character. She's an insectoid creature from the astral plane in a totem of the Spider Wasp. Much as
Okay.
Spider-Man's Wolverine told him.
When I hear spider totem or totem, that probably explains why
I
I
believe,
don't know anything because I hate that shit.
I believe,
I
I
hate that
believe,
fucking spider totem bullshit in the comics. That's one
I
of the
believe,
dumbest things they've introduced for Spider-Man.
I believe she could also be a shapeshifter. She could
Well, it seems
shapeshift.
like she's a telepath or a shapeshifter. That's what it was.
But in the
People were
comics,
saying.
she doesn't. In the comics, she doesn't have red or blonde hair. She has dark back hair. Like,
Right. But the spider totem, like, cause that was another thing too, and
yeah.
that's if that trailer is real, that was one thing where I'm like, why are we doing this? Who at Marvel is approving this? Um, they're gonna do they really are gonna do the Spider Island stuff where Spider-Man, uh, you know, is like reborn as a spider and he can act and he has the webs coming out of him, like the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. It's like, why are you introducing that in the MCU? Wasn't everybody complaining about the MCU having Peter Parker rely so much
There's
on Iron Man? And now you're like, "Oh, what happens
the
if we
reason.
just give him
There's
his web
how
abilities?"
Sadie Sink has been reportedly cast as Secret Wars. Well,
Right.
apparently this character is from a different universe. It's not a 616 character universe. So maybe there's a
Yeah,
connection.
but it's like how
Yeah.
is that going to play a role in Secret Wars?
So,
I don't know, man. Spider Totem,
yeah.
any of this type of nonsense is introduced in these movies. That's like the quickest. First off, one, Spider-Man fans are already fucking nutty.
Well, that's
Like
true.
they're the most nutty
Oh,
fan base ever. Okay,
yeah.
they lose their shit at like,
Yep.
they would be, listen, Spider-Man fans, they'd be buying shit that they say is like some of the worst shit that they've ever read, and they constantly buy it, not just once a month. They buy it twice a month. Okay. That's what Spider-Man fans are like, man. They are nutty as fuck. So I could already see people losing their fucking minds if they start implementing some of the ideas of Island and the totem bullshit where Spider-Man was always destined to be Spider-Man and all this bullshit. None of that really should even be uh in any of these movies because they were not well received and they're dumb as fuck ideas. They're dumb as fuck. I get it. There's a multiverse and all this stuff. That's fine. But it's like having it be that Spider-Man or Peter Parker was always destined to be Spider-Man and all of that nonsense. That takes away a ton from the character. Like it just doesn't even make sense. Like
Oh, yeah.
why would
That sounds like Spider Verse shit, man. Like this person's meant to die.
well in Spider-Verse it's like okay, this is like
Yeah.
the
That's fine.
canonical. Like I said, it's more like multiverse destiny in that sense where it's like this is the timeline. You're Spider-Man now. This is, what's going to happen. This is was trying to say no, this is like, your whole thing, Peter Parker, you're Spider-Man, period. That's it. No one else can be Spider-Man. And you're like, that kind of goes against the whole character. Like the character wears a mask. Anybody could be Spider-Man. He's broke, he's down on his luck. But yet,
I know.
for some reason, he
I
was
know.
always supposed to be Spider-Man. It's
I know
like,
one thing. I know one thing. If this is DC and somebody told Batman that your Bruce Wayne is also destined to be Batman, Batman would punch you in the face because he'd rather not be Batman. He'd rather have his parents alive.
well, yeah, but it's just kind of a dumb plot point.
Yeah.
It's like them like not knowing what to do, and like they want to like they don't really have an angle. Why is Peter Parker having to be reborn again and have spider powers where you could shoot webs and shit? And you're like, can we have a movie in the MCU where he has to build this shit or the thing is busted and broken down and he's got to fix it? Like, why do we have to revert back to like, oh, now his powers are inherent and he can swing and he doesn't have to worry
Yeah.
about his gadgets? And you're like, what?
Hey, Red,
Like,
Red.
what?
Swift fans are not going to watch the Super Bowl this year anyway because the Kansas City Chiefs is not in the Super Bowl. So ha. Okay. Ha. No, no more no more Taylor Swift at the Super Bowl.
Mm. She's not Firestar. I wish she was just Firestar. That would be simpler and easier.
What if she just play your character from?
And remember all those Spider-Man fans who were saying if they do a street level, they shouldn't mix it up with any other multiverse stuff. Well, about that. About that.
I mean,
Obviously that didn't. It seems like that's not happening.
Yeah, what Spot which appears in the MCU? Just a bit hilarious. He's like,
Would be better than whatever shit they're cooking up.
he's actually Iceman. You'd be like Spot. Spot appears in Avengers 2, please. Oh my, whoops, wrong universe. What the hell's going on here? Plot twist. Sadie Sing's actually Iceman. You know, she wouldn't have to change her name, Iceman, because there's a woman named Bobby. So yeah, I think we're gonna get an idea in the trailer. I think we're gonna get.
Well, if that leaked trailer's true, yeah, we still don't know. The only thing that we know is that the Spider-Man gets reborn. If that trailer is true, because he comes out of the cocoon, and he's like, "Oh, I got the powers." That was what made me go, "Oh shit, this actually might be true." that was the thing in the trailer. I was like, "Oh shit, okay, that's what we're doing here." Oh fuck me.
The Thor trailer? Yeah, I mean, the Thor trailer was useless. They did not need to show that. Like, okay, he's good daddy. Boop, we do. Okay.
Well, I think they're showing the next trailer is supposed to be X-Men, according to the guy who's pretending to be a woman. Just saying.
I thought it was supposed to be Doctor Doom.
Now it's X-Men. Now it's X-Men.
It's good because they shouldn't show Doctor Doom in the third teaser, man. That's stupid.
Well, the fourth one again from a guy who pretends to be a woman is supposedly about Fantastic Four and Wakanda, and then the final one is all the characters with Doctor Doom. You would think they would. This is what I'm saying. I would have just had one trailer with Doctor Doom. Like, Doctor Doom is the character. First off, he's the main character. He's a character we haven't even seen. This is that. Can we just remember that Doctor Doom? Every other character in this movie has at least appeared in some movie. Maybe it's not in the MCU, but there's Fox movies with X-Men characters. We've not seen this version of Doctor Doom.
The Thor trailer, the Thor teaser is going to be dropped publicly next week, right? Publicly next week. I don't want to see Doctor Doom drop publicly like in 2 weeks from now, like just randomly. I don't want to see it. I want to see Doctor Doom.
This probably is.
Yeah, that's a mistake. I don't want, you know what? Marvel usually doesn't do that. Marvel for big movies, they usually announce they're going to drop the first trailer, right? Marvel usually doesn't do that.
They just want people talking. I mean, it's gotten them views. Like, it was going, whatever Marvel, listen, Marvel could literally you could have Kevin Feige walk out, shit in a bag, and the bag could have Steve Rogers is returning, and it would have like 30 million views within under an hour.
Mm-hmm.
That's literally, like, they could do whatever they want, but it's like you should at least there should be some mystery at least. Like, just have Doctor Doom. Like, this is what I would have done. Just have Doctor Doom, right, in a trailer talking. Have this reveal, right? Maybe cut with some action or like people dying, and like just leave it as a mystery, right? And have the countdown, and like that's it. Like, we don't need to have all these trailers of all
I
this
would
stuff. It's like,
I wouldn't say Feige Snyder because Snyder is a director. Feige isn't like that. Like Feige is just a producer. He has ideas.
I mean, MCU fans worship Feige like the Snyder,
Yeah,
the Snyder kids do. So
yeah.
yeah, it's not that far off.
Bob Iger is not going to fire Kevin Feige who had success. Like they're not going to fire someone
No,
who had made a brilliant success.
if they listen, if they haven't fired Kathleen Kennedy, they're not gonna fire
No.
Kevin Feige. Like, come on.
Usually studio heads don't fire people. They usually leave on their own, like big executive
No, they
producers.
just let them the
Yeah,
contract expire. Why would they need to fire someone and create a
I
PR nightmare? They could just let
I
you know.
fight my metal too much because he has to make sure things are connected. I mean, you can't just let directors go off that they're doing their own thing without connection. And I don't know.
Well, not anymore.
James Gunn. Let me tell you, like James Gunn could say he lets directors to have the creative freedom. I'm sure he has some influence. Like
For what do you
like,
mean?
like other movies that he's not working on for
Oh
DC.
yeah, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. 100%. 100%.
Actors, wait, the big time actors never quit because of fight. I mean, Downey is in, the ones that were major success ever. Downey didn't much of major success out of fight. The Downey Robert Downey Jr. Not hasn't quit. Chris Hemsworth, Evans.
Hmm.
Um, the list goes on. I mean, like I don't think so. Fight is a locker room cancer. But
Bruh.
if I was Marvel, I wouldn't release a trailer until hot take. No,
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 them releasing a trailer this time was perfectly fine. It was
it
just
wasn't really a trailer. It was a teaser.
give us like a trailer. Like, okay, Steve Rogers is coming back. That would be fine, right? But it's like they're doing all these trailers. Like I just want to see Doctor Doom. That's really it. Doctor Doom is
Yeah,
a character
exactly.
we don't know anything about this version. We don't know
Why
what he's gonna act like.
they
What is
don't
his
need?
motivations?
They didn't even.
Just
They did not need to show Thor. We know Thor was coming back.
yeah,
Okay.
they don't just show us the character that we know nothing about. That should be
Yeah.
the focus. And it doesn't need to be this long thing. It's just
Yeah.
make a mysterious trailer that at least give us a hint at his motivations, and then you go, okay, we could you know we can
Yeah.
get excited. We could talk about this. What does this mean? Like that's what they really should do with this type of movie, because it's like none of the only movie that this is connected to is Endgame. So it's
That's
like
like
I mean all the other characters. It's like you
they're
don't
in
need to
it.
have seen their movie, but they're in it.
Yeah.
So, but in all reality, yeah, the only
To
movie you
me,
needed to really see is Endgame.
To me, Doomsday should not be connected to Endgame. It should be like it should be all the sagas from 4 to 6. You know, it should be a communication of those sagas. It shouldn't be, you know what I mean? Like
Mm,
that's them admitting a mistake that have nothing really like they didn't exactly have the same kind of success with the first 3 sagas,
mm,
right? To me, I have a possibility why they might be doing this ahead of a year ahead, or might be release a full on trailer ahead. It's maybe because of Spider-Man No Way, Spider-Man Brand New Day. Maybe it's because I don't know. I feel like one of those trailers wants a Superman slot, not Superman, a Super Bowl slot, right?
mm. But
Right?
Spider-Man was supposed to supposedly come out already,
Yeah. Um,
and then it didn't. You know, I wonder why. I wonder why, because it must have been lies that the guy pretended to be a woman was saying.
I
Just
think yeah, because of the leak. If it was a real leak, they should have released it like publicly. But they're probably releasing. I know how we know how Disney does things. Sometimes they like to release their big movie trailers. They like to do a countdown or an event, right? Look, Fantastic Four, they did that whole thing. They wait for 2 hours, like 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock. I forgot what talk show was on,
Mm.
and it dropped like at 9, right?
Mhm.
People thought it was a race. They usually do that, all right? Um, I don't know. Look, the thing is, we got two major events in February, sporting events. We got the Super Bowl and we got the Olympics,
Mhm.
right? We got the Olympics is huge. Also, in the summertime, even though you got the World Cup, can you imagine they dropped it during the World Cup? You have the whole world watching. Like the Soccer World Cup, the biggest sporting event of all time, just dropped Avengers trailer during the World Cup, the gold medal game, the World Cup in New York. Seattle, so maybe. There's a right, so a Spider-Man, they can't drop the Spider-Man trailer during the World Cup because Spider-Man comes out during the World Cup.
Spider-Man comes out in July. It could be possible they show it next month.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
I mean,
Sony doesn't really do Super Bowls, no. Like,
uh, no, Marvel. The thing is, I don't know. The thing is, Super Bowl's not really a
Spider-Man is just
worldwide
gonna
audience.
show up. I'm telling you, it's just gonna show up randomly one day.
Yeah, I don't think they did last time. I think it was. I think they
Mm.
had. Last time they was it CinemaCon when they released it, 2021. Yeah, they CinemaCon in
No, it
September.
wasn't. They
Was
released
it?
it. They released the trailer in August.
Oh yeah, but I think it was an event in August when they released it because of the
N-
pandemic
no, it
changing
just
the.
randomly dropped.
And I remember people streaming about it when it dropped, and they got their streams taken down.
Mm.
Seattle beats Houston. Don't know. I mean, I
Dude, like
want.
I can't believe these PlayStation controllers, man. Like they fucking suck. They fucking suck. All four controllers I have, all of them have damn drift. I've cleaned them. I've reset them. And you're like, I don't want to fucking buy another one.
Yeah, the PlayStation controllers for like $100, man.
Yeah,
Like,
they actually had a sale. It was like 60 bucks.
oh, Boxing Day.
Yeah, but I don't want to buy another one. I have four of them. One of them recently I haven't used in a very long time, and I'm using it, well, because I have the Steam Deck hooked up to the monitor, and I use that one on
Mm-hmm.
the Steam Deck. That one does not have drift. The other three, they have drift. Or, well, the one I haven't used, it had drift before, but then it just
Yeah.
disappeared. So I have no clue. And I cleaned them. I cleaned them. I looked up some of these videos. I reset them. They get drift so quickly. Like the way people are talking about the Nintendo Switch, I've
Yeah.
yet to get drift
Yeah.
on the Nintendo Switch. I have the Switch OLED. The PlayStation controllers, they are the most prone to getting drifts. Like if the next PlayStation controller does not have something to prevent drift, like man, like I don't even believe the idea like, oh yeah, this is they want you to buy fucking new PlayStation controllers. Like that's such a fucking bullshit excuse. So it's like what? The controller wears down in a fucking year? This one I have, the Pearl controller. This shit came out a year ago. I don't want to spend $200 on a fucking controller, bro.
No, no, man.
Yeah,
No.
the Elite controllers are way too expensive. Like 200 I mean that's 200 Canadian, but even the price in US is way too expensive. Like
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I got rid of my Xbox controller, or I got rid of Xbox. I don't play on Xbox. That shit's gonna be dead in a couple of fucking years. I could just
Vin,
see the writing on the wall.
do you know how much the Canadian the ultimate Xbox is up the ultimate online? I checked. I'm like $33 Canadian for Ultimate
Yeah,
a month.
it's dumb.
$33. I'm like, no.
Yeah, there's not even like people talk about Game Pass and you're like, there's all
Yeah,
these
Game
games on
Pass.
Game Pass and shit. I'm like, dude, I barely play the shit that was on Game Pass. Like maybe like here and there are good games, but you're like, there's a lot of games on there I don't really care to play.
Can't justify $33 a month for like just to play
No,
new
it's
games.
way too fucking expensive. Way too fucking expensive. And the games that I want, they're gonna come
That's
to PlayStation. I'll just buy them
yeah.
outright or just wait for a sale.
That's Microsoft. That's Microsoft for you. They always fuck themselves up. Like they always sabotage themselves. You know,
Yep.
always.
They're dunzo, man. They're really dunzo. Like they're just holding on because it's Microsoft, like
Yeah.
but next generation it's gonna be worse.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be way worse because they're still gonna be around and they're gonna be even more niche.
How's the sales on the handheld that just released a couple months ago? I
I
haven't.
don't even know.
That thing was
I
selling.
wouldn't be. I don't expect that to sell well. That shit is very expensive too.
I think that's gonna be a flop like the PS Vita.
Probably. I don't even think it'll get to Steam Deck numbers. The Steam Deck is niche too. Like,
Yeah.
it's on hard times. Well, for the other departments, they're not on hard times. But for fucking Xbox is like Xbox has always been on hard times. That's what I'm saying. Like the 360 was like the only time when Xbox really was competing with the competition. Like they
Mm-hmm.
actually were neck and neck.
Michael
Every other
P. was-
time they got blown out of fucking water. The original Xbox when it first started, the PS2 obviously blew everything out of the water.
Oh yeah.
The PS4 blew the Xbox One out of the water, and the Series S and the Series X, they're getting blown the fuck out.
Yeah.
Micro, soft penis, bent over it, put Halo on PlayStation. Well, there you go.
And it's funny because I think the PS2 came out before the first Xbox.
Yeah, the original Xbox really didn't have a long shelf life, to be honest.
No,
What,
yeah, that's true.
2001 to 2005? That's not long, bro. Like that's 4 years.
Yeah, they were trying to really compete with PlayStation there. And same with
Yeah.
GameCube. GameCube wasn't had a long shelf life either, didn't it?
No.
But
Yeah, that shit didn't last. GameCube. I know people like the GameCube because it had good games, but the GameCube did not sell well.
no, no.
Like for a Nintendo console, it did not sell well. In
Yeah.
fact, if it wasn't for the Wii U, the lowest selling console would have been the GameCube.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, it's true. 360 was the best. Yeah, the 360 was the best era for Xbox. And
The
at
only
the
thing,
ending, they fumbled it, which should tell you everything. Like the fact that they couldn't even, they had the biggest lead, and yet for some reason, the
yeah, a lot of
PS3 still
good
caught
games.
up.
The 360, a lot of games. The only problem with 360 was the Red Ring of Death.
Yeah, but the PS3 was butt ass expensive, and there was no games.
Yeah, yeah. I got the PS3 like a couple years after it came out. I didn't wait till.
I never owned a PS3. I had a 360 and a Wii, but I never owned a PS3. That was the only PlayStation console I never owned. I had a PS1 as a kid. It was a hand-me-down because obviously I was born after the PS1. I had a PS2. I had a PSP.
I never
I had
had
a
a
PS
PSP.
Vita.
I did have a PSP. Actually, I did get a PSP. Yeah, I did. And a Vita.
Never a PS3.
I remember I got a PS1.
First game on PS3 was The Last of Us. That's crazy. The Last of Us was the last game that came out on PS3.
When I first came on PS3, I think I'm not sure what it came with, but I think it was Killzone.
Which game for what?
Was
PS3?
it PS3 or PS4? One was No, PS4 was Killzone. PS3
Yeah,
I
that
got
was
like
the first one.
Yeah. PS3, I don't know. I don't know if I got a game with it, but I know I bought a game. Like, it wasn't a bundle. I don't remember. It was so long ago. I know I played the game Fear on it, but
Yeah, Killzone Shadowfall on PS4? I
yeah,
never
yeah,
beat that game.
yeah,
I got to the ending of that game. I was playing on hard.
yeah,
Dude, whoever designed the ending of that part on hard needs to
yeah.
be fucking fired. The game was broken, bro. I was losing my fucking mind. In fact, if you think I'm lying, Angry Joe literally made a video about how broken it was. And the entire comments was saying the exact same thing. Like, what the fuck is going on?
The
Uh,
problem,
It was hilarious.
I remember I had the 64. The problem with the 64 was they didn't make a lot of games. If you compare to Super
Mhm.
Nintendo had tons of games. 64 was literally small.
64 they fucked up because they were on cartridge and then
Yeah.
everybody just went to PS1. And then
Yes,
on top of that too, because it was still new,
it's
they
easier.
really weren't developing games. Like there was no Metroid game on
And
the N64.
And the PS1 wasn't the first disc game. It was actually Saturn, but Saturn flopped.
Hmm. Well,
Sa- Sega
You
flopped.
know, Sega,
Sega,
Xbox is doing so bad that fucking they're doing somehow worse than Sega was.
oh my
Like
god.
that's fucking embarrassing. You know what I mean? Like that's so fucking embarrassing. It's like I, I'm being dead serious too. Like think about it like this. Xbox literally has some of the easiest layups. And for some, it's literally like this. You're going for a layup and you stop and you take the ball and you chuck that shit to the side. It's like what the fuck? Like you literally like, you keep doing it. Why do you keep doing it? It's like, you know what I mean? It's like Michael Jordan dunking, but right when he's about to dunk, he just throws the ball to the side. Like what?
He
Like
gets,
that's
he
literally
gets it there. He gets
Xbox.
it there. He throws it to his teammate for he throws it out of bounds instead.
Yeah, it's like they have like listen, it's like okay, they fail. Then they're
Yeah.
coming back and they're like, okay, you bought Bethesda, you bought Activision. Okay, you have some exclusives. Oh, we're just gonna put them on PlayStation. What? 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 Why would you bought these fucking companies to bolster your fucking, IPs and to make it look like Xbox actually has games, and then you just put them on PlayStation anyway. Why? The dumbest shit ever, man. Oh my god. Blind, that analogy is perfect for Ben
Oh,
Simmons.
the basketball player.
Oh man,
Throughout the 2000 early 2010s, everyone was wondering what PlayStation's Halo would be, and turns out
it's
Halo is
PlayStation. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Enough time had passed where Halo just became Halo on PlayStation. That was Halo literally on PlayStation. That's it. That's all they needed to do was wait. Meanwhile, PlayStation was investing millions of dollars into Killzone, into fucking Resistance, all these games that never fucking worked out. These games, they won't even port these games
yeah.
to their new platforms. That's how they don't give a shit about these games. Like, it's crazy. Not making COD exclusive. Well, that's the thing. COD being exclusive, I don't think that would have worked. That would have been definitely a Minecraft, but everything else was fair game for an exclusive. Crash on Xbox,
Yeah.
fucking you know, they could have had Fallout on Xbox. That would have been
You
a
got
fucking massive. They could have done that.
Grand Theft Auto was a PlayStation exclusive until Vice
Yeah,
City. So
but
Vice City.
they could have done a lot of fucking shit, but they fucking knew. Like once they bought Activision, they couldn't do it. It's first off one, it the only reason why they couldn't do it is because of what came before, which was no one was buying an Xbox. So if they made all this stuff exclusive, nobody was now going to like if they once they flipped the switch, they needed to
Yeah.
make money right in that instant. And they knew that they couldn't, and that's why they put everything on PlayStation and Switch because those platforms people actually buy their games. That's another thing too, this Game Pass thing. Like Game Pass, this is all bullshit. It was bullshit from the jump. This idea of like play any game and pay $20. Like that's all lies, man. It was all lies. And I guarantee, you know what's going to be the next thing they're going to do? They're going to get rid of day and day games.
Oh,
I, I'm telling you, that's like the next step because they can't. It's not sustainable. How can you make these big budget games, chuck them on Game Pass, and then nobody on Xbox buys them? And if you only
yeah,
have an install base of like listen, this is how many units it sold. Like they said 23 million units worldwide. So if majority of those people are on Game Pass, majority of these people are not even paying for these games. Like how does that work? That's not going to work. And that's another thing too. They just cancel all these games. They canceled all the games that were supposed to come out in the next like 3 years. They canceled them.
yeah,
Perfect Dark got canceled. The Rare game got
yeah.
canceled. All these games last minute, they just are like, yeah, we canceled all of them.
The
What?
only game that they have to bet their highs on, hope high on, is probably the Fable game. But like, what the hell's up with that
Fable
game?
and the Gears of War prequel.
Oh yeah, like what the hell's going on with this Fable game? Like,
Well, there's a rumor the game is busted.
yeah,
Well, that's why. Because remember, it was supposed to come out this year. And then they delayed it, and then they never said anything about the game again.
yeah.
Red flag.
60, 70 sales drop. Yeah, I think the thing is,
Yeah. I'm telling you, the people at Xbox are actually retarded.
I
They
don't
don't
think
know
they
what to
realize.
do.
I don't know if YouTube, I don't know, Microsoft feels like this. You don't need an Xbox to play Call of Duty. You can just play on a
No.
computer.
You could just, yeah, you could play it on PlayStation
Yeah.
and you could play it on PC. It's gonna
What do
come
you
to Switch.
what do you
You
think
don't
they're
you
gonna
don't
do?
need an Xbox to play
You
it.
think people are gonna buy the Microsoft just for Game Pass, Xbox console for Game Pass just to play Call of Duty? Like,
Fable has
no.
been busted for years. Yeah, technically, the entire franchise has been busted for years.
What was the last one? Like 15 years ago?
What, 2012, I think.
Yeah, maybe around
I
there.
don't think did they have a Fable on Xbox One? I don't think so.
It was just
I think the
360
last
game.
game was on 360.
It started on 360. But
Yeah, like that's another thing too.
Xbox
Like
One
who's
never had it. No.
like who like 2012, like I know for us that may not seem like a long time ago, but that's like we're going on 14 years ago.
Yeah.
Like think about it. Like in 2012, what was 14 like a game that was 14 years old? Like think of a game in 2012 that would have been 14 years old. That's an old ass game. That's an old ass fucking game.
I guess it
So
was.
it's like why do you think people after 14 years will care about a franchise that has nobody talks about it, nobody's begging or clamoring for a game? 14 years is a long fucking time. Remember, you know what? This is a perfect example. Remember the newest Dragon Age game? That
Yeah.
game like fell off a cliff in terms of sales. Like it was selling okay, and then for whatever reason, well, people say it's because the game is bad. But even still, Dragon Age before the last Dragon Age game, that sold I think it was like
Did
20
well.
million units. It sold a lot.
Yeah.
This new game didn't even get close to that. And I know that's over time, but it did sell a lot in the beginning. And that's because the game when it's been like 10 years since they put out a game. And it's like no one was talking about Dragon Age. Even though Dragon Age won, Dragon Age Inquisition won Game of the Year in 2014, no, it's like everybody moved on. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like everybody completely forgot. And then when it came around, it was like it didn't even look like Dragon Age. It looked like another franchise. So it's like, why do these companies think that people are just gonna stick around for like 10 years? Maybe with GTA, but GTA 5 has been re-released so many times where it's
Yeah.
like it's always still been relevant. Like if you don't do something like that, then your game is just dead. Like the franchise is literally dead because it's like who's talking about it? Nobody's talking about it. That's why I hope, like Bethesda, they need to find a way to put out a Fallout game. Or Elder Scrolls. Elder Scrolls is coming up for like even though they release these games over and over, it's like they have to keep doing that because who would be talking about these games after 15 years? Like, what the fuck? Like, I don't know what's going on where they're taking so long to make these games.
I hope GTA 6 Online is cost play. But if I'm getting it for PlayStation, so I think most of the people that in this chat probably get PlayStation anyway.
Yo, you'll be lucky if GTA 6 online even works.
Yeah, that's true. Probably be like lag.
That's another game people are saying that is like insanely busted. Like, I don't know if it's true, but there's a person who came out and was like, I worked for Rockstar, and one of the issues with the games is that they keep failing certification, and the game could have come out, but there's a massive bug in the game that affects pretty much the entire game, and they don't really know how to fix it because it's so like integrated. And they're
Hmm.
like, I mean, if that's true, like basically what this person said was like, for example, the weather system is super complex in the game, where it would rain, it would storm, it would have all these things, and as a result, that would now affect the NPCs and the traffic density and everything in the game. And then
Uh,
when that affects, then it has like a ripple effect. Now it starts to affect the mission. Like it's like you would, in certain conditions, the mission wouldn't trigger,
hmm.
and you're like, I don't know. It's like if it's true, I mean, goddamn, like I'm sure the online. I remember GTA Online when that first came out. That was or GTA 5 Online when that first came out. That was extremely busted.
Hmm.
So I don't know, man. It
See,
would it would be a disaster if
here's
that
the
game
thing.
was
Here's the thing.
broken.
When I know something 56K, when I play Call of Duty, I play the single player first. Call of Duty.
I gotta be honest. I don't really play COD.
Well, I haven't played COD in years, so I stopped a long time ago. But when I did, I
I've
was playing.
never bought a single Call of Duty game. I just played it at my friend's house.
Hmm.
I've never really bought them. I never really got into them. I really don't care about them.
I just hate, I just hate it people. Like people are so into COD and they're so the way they act. They take it so seriously. Games.
Well, I just wonder why do people keep buying COD? Like
Yeah.
that was I like genuinely don't understand. I had to look it up and I got an answer. You know what
What?
the answer was? It was pretty much the or what these people were saying because it was on Reddit. It was a Reddit thread. The answer was that they're actually just addicted to the game.
Oh.
Like in order to like they play Warzone, right? And if you want to unlock things faster in Warzone, again, I don't know how it works. I guess there's a battle pass and all this stuff that you have to buy the newest game. You can play through that or play the multiplayer and unlock stuff faster in Warzone, which is
Mm.
insane to me. It's not even like sports game. Like with sports games, again, I don't buy or play sports games, but from what I understand, people just want to play the contemporary thing. Okay, they want to see
Yeah.
the players. Okay, right.
Yes.
Uh, but with COD, it's like COD is like there's Warzone. Like if you really want to play Call of Duty, why don't you just play Warzone? And that's the reason. Is because they want to unlock shit faster.
Hmm.
So that's insane. I don't. I couldn't. I can never be that like hooked on a game like that. Like in terms of like even if the game is shit, I will still play it. Like if Marvel Rivals just became like total dog shit, I wouldn't play it. You know what I mean? Like I would hop off that like the fastest, quickest way. You know what I mean? I'll be jumping off that ship. But if the game is still good, I will still play it. But I couldn't play a game like Call of Duty, knowing that it's terrible. Everything that I liked about it is garbage, and still buying it every year. Like some of these people, that's the only thing they play is
Hmm.
Call of Duty. They don't play any other game. They
That's
just play
true.
Call of Duty.
That's true.
So
That's
it's
true.
like for them, $70 is not that like once a year.
Yeah.
Like it's not that it's really not that much. But if you're buying a ton of games, which I never believe people are buying all these games. Like Dreamcast guy. Dreamcast guy always like, you know, people are buying tons of games a year. I never believe that. I think people buy at most like maybe 3 games, like brand new games. I don't believe people are buying like every brand new release. People are buying games. That makes no sense. Because if that was the case, why doesn't some of these games reach like 20 million units then? Like some of these games can't even get to 10 million units. Like, and we're supposed to expect that there's millions of people buying these games? No, I don't believe that. I bought like 50 games worth on PC. Exactly. Yeah, people just be waiting for sales. People will buy games when it's not full price. But there's nobody
right.
buying like 10 games at full price throughout the year. No way. No way.
You'll only buy the games they really, really want full price.
Well, yeah, if it's popular.
Yeah. Ash playing Starfield. Pronouns
He's still crashing out.
over that.
Sturgis types. Sturgis plays like, I don't know. He plays Gooner games or some shit. Like he was like gooning to fucking Stellar Blade.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
And then he's like shits on Nintendo. He shits on PlayStation. He hypes up Xbox. And you're like, what the fuck does Xbox have to hype up? You know what I mean? Like all the studios that people like Obsidian. Like who the fuck is hyping up Obsidian? Who? Who? Like all these people. Like does anybody remember that Outer Worlds 2 came out?
Yeah.
People on Twitter, I'm telling you, people on Twitter, they're total frauds. People were claiming that game was Game of the Year. That game got no fucking nominations. No one talked about that game. I don't see a single fucking soul say Outer Worlds 2 was snubbed. I see more people say Ghost of Yoshit was snubbed. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Listen, I platinumed the game. I have issues with the game, but Ghost of Yoshit is what I call it. People were saying Ghost of Yoshit was snubbed. No one it was saying Outer Worlds, that shit was snubbed. Okay, first off, Outer Worlds, I remember back like 2018, people were saying this is the Fallout killer. That's the only reason why I hate Outer Worlds, is just from the stupid idiots who were saying that. I played the game. I have the game right here. The game was ass. Okay, the game was fucking ass. It was no Fallout killer. Okay, to even say it was a Fallout killer, you gotta be smoking something. That shit wasn't even. It wasn't even comparable to New Vegas. How anyone could say that is insane. I'm sorry.
Yes, Red. Dispatch. All right,
Dispatch
Brad.
was definitely snubbed.
All right, Blinded. Thank you for coming on, man.
Oh man.
It's 12. It's midnight.
I want to keep crashing out till like 2 o'clock in the morning.
crashing
Crashing out over Xbox.
All right, guys.
Obsidian is T-Move Bethesda.
Ask. Well, make sure to like, share, subscribe down below. Bye. I'll see you guys Saturday.
No.
Come on. Thanks for watching, bitch.